ham-fisted of an attempt to get views as mine. He has precedent to do so. But he returned to the fold with a video entitled Onision Wants to Ruin YouTube, where he actually covers some of that false copyright striking / claiming fiasco.
Ongoing because this is not only affecting me, it's affecting other YouTubers as well. So last night I received this. I received a block on one of my videos about Onision.
Well, hey there. Hello, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to Phyzik Talks. Hope you're doing well. If you enjoyed today's video, please do leave it a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my wicked Jim Morrison t-shirt. So, do you want to just stop that? Just stop what you're doing. It's bad. So Onision, I think his plan is to remove all videos off of YouTube. He seems to be going about that already. Striking this, striking that. Oh, someone mentioned my name. Strike that video. Oh, there's an O in your title. Strike that video. That's a thumbnail of an onion in a cooking video. Strike that video. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Today we're going to be having a look at some of the people who have recently been talking about Onision, because he's got fairly popular with commentary channels recently. We've got FPS Diesel, we've got Kwite, Mr. Repzion, Madame. Also, guys, I have a Twitter. I don't use it too much, but I want to use it more. I also have a Patreon. Links to both of these are down in the description if you are interested in checking either of them out. So, without further ado, let's get right down into it. So, before we get going, I just want to talk about something quite funny. There was this Twitter page that's no longer up, I think. We'll have a look, see if it's there. It's called Proud Onision Fan, and it's basically a fan of Onision that always talks about him on this Twitter page and will ban anyone that has a problem with his opinions. It's probably just Onision. I'm pretty much 80% sure it's just Onision with a different account. It even goes as far as for some of my lovely fans and subscribers to share information with me proving that this is probably Onision. So we're going to have a look at that as well. Let's quickly see if the account is still up. Ah, yes. As I thought, the account is still suspended. I wonder why. But it only gets more funny than that. So here is a video from one of my friends. It's basically proof that this is Onision. It goes from saying, "Dude, stop stalking me, get a life," and then instantly they're like, "Oh, whoops, let's change that." Deletes it, makes another one saying, "Dude, stop stalking him, get a life." Amazing. Only Onision could do something this insane. Well done once again, man. It's just sad. It's just sad. The funny thing about Onision is he does all these insane things to try and make himself look better, when what he should be doing is changing his personality, changing himself. Then he will look better. Don't fake that you're someone else. Don't pretend to be a different kind of person. Just make yourself a better person. Just change your personality. Stop being horrible and egotistical and arrogant. It's not that difficult. Then his channel wouldn't be plunging towards the abyss. Now, I guess we should have a look at this copyright strike business, because YouTube at the moment is a battered and bruised housewife with the amount of striking that's being done. The story starts with Mr. Repzion. So Mr. Repzion has been getting many of his videos taken down. He's had many of his videos been striked by Onision. Now, obviously Repzion isn't the first person to have a strike from Onision. I've had my videos struck down by Onision. Weirdly enough, he hasn't done that since the first couple of videos I ever did on him, which are years ago now. I think it's because, not a lot of people, when someone is using Onision's content in their video, they'll just have it as the original video. It's very simple to change it enough so that it doesn't get picked up by the copyright system. All you've got to think is, how would a machine detect that this is the same video as Onision's? Well, so what you have to do is this is a quick tutorial on how to avoid DMCA takedowns. You flip the image, and you know, for those of you that don't know, this is under fair use. So if your video is transformative and it's for the purpose of criticism or review, then that's fine. So flip the image around, then instantly the image is reversed. What I do is I add a bit of a blur to it. So this is just tricking the program. It's making it look less like the original video. What I used to also do was pitch shift the audio and stretch it as well, so it wouldn't match the original waveform. Things like that are a good way of avoiding any copyright business, because I haven't had any problems with copyright strikes for a very long time. I've had many of my videos demonetized, but copyright strikes hasn't been a problem at all. So, Mr. Repzion, he's had a lot of issues with Onision recently. Now, FPS Diesel, another commentary channel, I quite like him. I think he's a pretty cool guy. He has been getting strikes from Onision, and his videos have been quite funny because he's been talking about asking Onision if he wants to do a boxing match, and Onision has responded by saying, no, that's so childish. Oh my god. When he very recently proposed to Shane Dawson that they have a boxing match. So, sorry, where are your standards, man? His standards are like quadrupled at this point. It's insane. So, FPS Diesel, he's been having some issues. Now, I've been watching some of Kwite's videos, and he's been talking about the amount of videos Onision has been striking down as well. It's getting completely out of hand. He really does need to stop before he starts doing some damage to YouTube. Now, I also would like to talk about this video he's made recently on Eugenia Cooney, Eugenia Cooney Confession. This video is a joke. Onision is basically saying, nah, you can't really have fair use. I'm allowed to strike your video. Anyone's allowed to strike anyone's videos, really. It's basically, the whole point of the video is to make it look like what he's doing is fine when it absolutely isn't. He's also trying to say that fair use is a very grey area. It's like, Onision, you're supposed to be on the side of YouTubers. You're basically on the side of these horrible conglomerates and massive companies that strike our videos down, because you are now one of those people. Do you understand that? You are now on the other side. You are going to garner a huge amount of hatred for saying stuff like this, as if that's going to make any difference. But you love money, don't you? So why are you trying to destroy your only source of income? It's baffling to me. And what's funny about this video is the title, Eugenia Cooney Confession, in brackets, plus my stalker and the truth about copyright. So you'd assume what's in brackets is a very minor little thing he'll add to the end of the video, and the Eugenia Cooney Confession is going to take up the whole thing. He's also put Eugenia in the thumbnail for no reason at all. It doesn't need to be there. It's just to draw attention to the video as you're looking through YouTube. So yeah, basically the whole video is just talking about his stalker and the truth about copyright. That is such a insane amount of clickbait going on there. So let's take a look at the video and you'll just be blown to pieces by how stupid it is.
As you can see here, this makeup table is a mess. I'm showing you another thing that is a mess. And you may be wondering, like, how does your life get this way? Like, how are you constantly having to clean up everything?
I'm sorry, what? Why is this video... Why is most of this video filled with Onision just tidying? Is that really the content you have? Is that really the idea you've had for this video?
I think the way I'll do this is I'll clean like 2 or 3 rooms, and then I'll talk, and then 2 or 3 rooms. So here is the before.
To tidy your house and film it, because everyone will be so entertained and riveted by such spectacle. Oh god. What the hell is going through your head? What? Like, great. Good job tidying. I mean, like, the state of your house is insane, by the way. It genuinely looks like a bomb has gone off, an earthquake, several tsunamis. Especially in your kids' room. This is the second video. In fact, this is the second time I've ever seen your kids' room in your videos, and both times it has been a complete mess. How about focusing less time on your videos and spend a little bit more time with your kids? Now, I'm not telling you how to run a family at all. I'm sure you do spend a lot of time with them. Whilst I think Onision's a bit of an idiot, I'm sure he's not a complete scumbag to his family. But and I'm sure someone in the comments is going to prove me wrong there. But I just like to, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. But Jesus Christ, man, you spend so much time on your videos, clearly.
So I'm like working, 12 to 16 hours a day, easily.
12 to 16 hours a day, leaving you with 8 hours left in the day. So you spend all that time with your family and your kids, yeah? No? Is money a higher priority than your family? It's kind of what you're saying here. You have pets, you have a dog, you have a husband, you have children.
I had a lot of TikTok videos on the Bro channel, but unfortunately they were copyright claimed, like most every single one of them. And I would appeal some of them and say, hey, I think this is fair use.
So Onision clearly understands how unfair it can be to go through this rigmarole of a process. And it's funny because you have been doing that to other people. Madame, her video got copyright claimed and then she appealed it and it was very clearly fair use. So the video was put back up. Then Onision claimed it again because it's like, it's been appealed, mate. It's fine. But no, I'm going to claim that. So he's using this system and abusing this system. He is on the side of these horrible companies that he talks about. It's really bad. And let's have a look at the dislike bar, shall we? Good idea, mate. Good idea for a video. Yeah, I'm going to tidy my house and talk about how I can ruin your channel and you can do nothing about it. Thanks. Woohoo.
But unfortunately, I did some research on fair use, and it turns out that fair use is very gray. Like, I can't necessarily monetize those TikTok videos because they're not my original creation.
So you can just hear by the way he's talking, he's basically trying to prove a point that you can copyright claim videos even if they're under fair use because it's a grey area. He's not saying, it's so terrible. I've looked into it and I've found out some horrible stuff about fair use. It is a bit of a grey area and these huge companies can manipulate you because you're a smaller business and they can get away with it. He's not talking like that. He's talking as if it's kind of fine. They're allowed to do it. It's alright. It's not really, it's nothing I can do. So they're fine. They're allowed to do that. It's not good. It's horrible. I'm going to put a link to this video in the description because it's 25 minutes long and I don't want to go into too much detail on it. He's basically trying to prove that he's allowed to copyright claim videos. He's not directly saying that, but that's what he's insinuating. So that's my piece on Onision and his rampant copyright claiming. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. Let me know what you guys think about this. Patreon and Twitter in the description. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the next one, which should be a Black Mirror Season 5 review. I'll see you then, guys. Take care.